was waiting for you to come back in for your coffee, but you disappeared. I see you're out here having fun with your other girl.
That's right, taking good care of both of them this morning. Yeah, well, it takes the black stuff a little while to dry, but the humidity's super low, so it's doing good. I've done it. I'm basically done. That, like I said, I walked around the car and I saw a spot I missed. So
wow, look at that nice looking car this morning.
Yeah, she's looking good.
I have a very, very handsome date this afternoon. I don't know if I can take this or not. We did get dressed up because we are driving the wedding couple this afternoon. Oh, you gonna come over here and handle my door for me since you got on a shirt and tie?
Well, Ruby does a better job than I do most of the time.
Yeah, but you had to get out for a second. Right. Thank you, Donnie.
So I've been keeping up on my podcast, and as I said the other day, I'm totally stoked about Good Enough winning the Nobel Prize, or sharing the Nobel Prize. And I'm a little disappointed in full smart summons and some of the feedback from the mainstream press. Consumer Reports did an article, and they did a podcast, and they were also interviewed. Now listen to the interview. And I want to be very clear. I think that Consumer Reports was not unfair. I don't think they were really noted any advantage or what you would get with smart summons. They basically pointed out all its flaws.
They didn't say if it's pouring outside rain and your car could come get you in front of Target, that would be an advantage.
Right, but
even if it can't quite do it yet, but it's coming soon.
Right. In other words, you know, I have said that I don't know if it was smart for them to do smart summons now. I mean, because I don't see. I'm a Tesla fanboy. I think smart summons, I recognize its potential, but the person walking, you're reading Consumer Reports or hearing a news report on the mass media, or even reading a internet article on it, is probably going to come along with the wrong impression of smart summons. And what is it to say? First impressions are the lasting impressions. So I understand they wanted to get the first full self-driving feature available so they could say it. Personally, I would have rather them got all the full self-driving 3.0 computers out there and then release Smart Summon or whatever, made it a little bit smoother. I'm sure it has gone, you know, if we would have, well, of course we know what the old Summon was, and then we've seen an early version of Smart Summon. And now, I mean, it's night and day, but it still needs to go through one more night and day iteration before it's really going to be...
We can't get there if we all, us responsible Tesla people, don't put it through some paces in real life situations. I imagine for Tesla that, you know, you can gain autopilot data in shadow mode, but I'm not sure if it's as easy to gain smart summon kind of data in shadow mode.
Right, that's fair.
I think we need real world parking lot with, you know, people like me and you putting it through its paces and sending feedback to Tesla.
Well, yeah, but here's what I'm thinking is that Elon was like 550,000 smart summons were done that first weekend. Well, I bet you this weekend there's not 100,000 smart summons are done. The numbers are falling, are going to fall. So maybe the smart approach is that they release it, say, hey, go try it today, you know, go play with it, and then it turns off or reverts back so that they capture some data. Hey, she just got over. Ruby just got over.
Yeah.
I felt it in the steering wheel, and she...
Were you drifting?
No. That truck was in the right lane.
Okay.
And, you know, she used to not care. I mean, that...
We're on the interstate. We're on the toll road, I-540.
Yeah, that truck was 100% in the middle of his lane. He wasn't really croachy, but it's a dump truck. It's very wide. So it was filling up its lane pretty well. And as soon as she recognized that was a dump truck or a truck,
she got over.
Immediately, I felt the tug on the wheel. I mean, it wasn't a, oh, I'll just slowly drift over. It was a conscious
Let's get out of this. Let's get out of here.
That's right. So I was very impressed with that, because I have the when we test drove way back in March of 2017, our first Tesla went for a test drive, and I used autopilot on 540. I passed a truck, and even at that point I was very nervous that, you know, I'm used to kind of going over to the away
Passed
from the
as in you were beside it, in the lane beside it, and it just felt a little closer than you.
It felt too close. Yeah. So I'm accolades to Tesla. Amen. Okay. Right. I now understand why Elon released it early. Certainly he wants the feedback, but also what he wanted to do is he wanted to give the people who have bought full self-driving the first taste of full self-driving. It's going to get better over time. So, you know, we could look back and say maybe in by the end of November, maybe we get an update, because the programmers are going to take all this feedback from all these people doing full self-drive, smart summons. They're going to make it better, and then they're going to do a software release, and they're probably going to say smart summons improvements, and then everybody's going to go out and push the button. So this big splash, although it can cause a lot of negative feedback from the media, could allow Tesla to very quickly iterate smart summons to the point where it makes that night and day leap.
Look how fast she got over.
Oh yeah,
we're taking the next exit. I wasn't too worried that Dawn I have navigation sound turned off almost always because we're filming, and I was a little worried Dawn might miss the exit, but hey, why worry, because Ruby's going to take the exit for him whether he's paying attention or not.
Yeah, she's definitely. I've got my hand on the wheel.
I know you do, and you were looking at the road ahead for obstacles and stuff, but you just weren't focused on, oh, we're taking the next exit.
Right.
So we are headed to Triangle Town Commons for a Triangle Tesla meetup at the new Cary Supercharger, which is basically just off to the side of the Target. It's a really great spot for supercharging in that we have like our own little row. I showed it on the channel, God, I think it's been 2, maybe 3 months ago now. There was a delay in, I think, getting pedestals to the location to complete the supercharger installation. But at any point, it's a good place for not having to deal with people icing you out. It's kind of off to the side. But it's not super convenient to I-40. I had showed in one video, I think it's going to take you like 15 minutes in both directions. And it's also, you know, at night, late at night, may not be any place to use the restroom. So, but we're excited that it's finally open because we've all been anxiously awaiting it. All right, so I need to go read the email because this is the new Cary Supercharger that I knew of, but the pedestals are not here and none of the other Teslas are here, and I need to see how I navigated us incorrectly. Okay, so it's really Parkside Town Commons, and I guess not Triangle Town Commons, but at any point they just aren't holding the meetup right at the supercharger. They're holding it over near the theater. So we're moving like a half a mile to find where everybody's parked at. Phew! I was like, I didn't think I was losing it that bad. First thing we do is show up and oogle at these really nice wheels. Come on, some more. Filmers want to see it.
I'm not going to remember this in the past 2 days. Like, I'm horrible with electricity.
He's basically having the car follow him. We saw that one guy actually pretended to have a leash on the...
Relying on your car. Like, I mean, like...
So that update that went on last night, whatever that new one was supposed to be more improvements to Smart Summon.
We'll go somewhere, like, you know...
So you have to stay so far out in front of it, otherwise it stops?
See how close it'll get.
Interesting. Yeah, this car's pretty much the... Whoa! Hey! This car's on Smart Summon and it was passed. It's like, I'm going. Way cool. Is that you causing trouble, Zeb?
Yeah, I told it to stop. Now I'm going to tell it to go down there.
This Zeb's.
Go.
Okay. This is
Bye.
can't find
Well, it's just straight.
I'm good.
It's straighten it out. Make sure it's in the lane.
Good.
It's super cautious when it sees people around it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it should. Well, I would hope so.
People are.
I would hope so.
Yeah, you gotta have a picture.
Stay still. It'll come past you. I would say it's even more cautious now about people. It's super cautious. If a person is in motion and unpredictable.
No, but that's the first time I ever.
So I guess Zeb dropped a new pin and told it to come back this way, and the car actually like turned around up there. It turned around. Yeah, you can see this is the new meetup now. Play with Smart Summon for the entire time.
Hey, Zeb, I was just pushing company. Just keep following.
There you go.
It would have been another couple hours.
So if I press lock, is it going to close all Ruby's doors?
I don't think I have.
One or more doors are open. Failed to lock vehicle. So it won't. It will not do that. Well, I don't.
Can't control the door.
Nope. Can't control the door. So we've been watching One Charge Trips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we know you guys. I don't think we've met in person before, but hi.
Do you have a vlog or?
Yeah. TeslaModelXJourney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're here with Ruby. Yep, that would be us. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. So hi.
Hi.
Yep. One a day for over 2 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, Joshua
I
has,
didn't have my phone, so I just have to use yours.
Josh has
Yeah.
a relative who did one tank trips in the 70s.
Exercising the Tesla, are we? Yeah, when it stops on Smart Summon, it stops. It stops the car now. All right, these are 3 cars on Smart Summon. Red, white, and blue.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Zeb's car just turned around and came right past the white one perfectly. Handled the traffic, no problem. Okay, I am gonna make Ruby go here. I was gonna make Don make Ruby go, but he's trying to stay in the shade and not get hot and sweaty before the wedding.
Now what's going to happen?
They're gonna handle it just fine. I like it. See, you know they practice with multiple Teslas, making one wait for the other one when they were testing it. You know they did.
Now mine's going to back up again.
Where's it trying to go?
Straightened up. It's trying to go back that way.
All right, Ruby, come to me. I really like the come to me one. The drop a pin is... You're fine, Ruby. You gonna navigate around, Ruby? Oh, come on, Ruby. That's not that big of a turn. Come on, Ruby. Oh, she put on her turn signal. Come on, Ruby. Come on. I can't walk any faster.
What's happening to Ruby?
She put on her turn signal.
You have a come to me button?
Yeah.
Just do that.
I know. I can't walk fast. She was going 5 miles an hour. I can't walk fast enough to...
You don't want a 6,000 pound.
No, I don't, but I'm just saying that. Somebody behind me is obviously doing the light show. Are you making my car be careful? All right, I'm tired. That's good, Ruby. Is it good? Summon complete, she says. I gave the car the tongue. I stuck my tongue out at Zeb's 3. You figure out what to do. Oh, wow. Ruby is in the way. It's going to back up and go around Ruby. It's doing a great job today. I think whatever went on last night that they really did. Oh, hi. All right, I'm going to try to park her. I know, but if I move over here in the parking space, she'll come to me over here, and then she'll be parked again. See, someone fails for me for the first time almost every time, and I have to do it a second time. Well, I don't think Ruby's getting too much exercise, but I sure am trying to run around the parking lot in my heels. Watch out. Watch out, James. She doesn't know what to do to park yet. So this come to me feature is great, but I'd really like a go park feature at this point. I'm done demonstrating her. I just want her to park. Well, just so you know, she does do reverse in Smart Summon, no problem. Come on, Ruby. Uh-oh, uh-oh. All right, I stopped her. I didn't want to find out exactly what she was going to do there. Tell your car to get out of my car's way. Is it? Well, this is a great place to test it with a bunch of other Tesla people. Yeah, yeah. I'm impressed with how quick it stops when I take my finger off the come to me button. I mean, it stops now. Yep, yep. I don't think I've seen your 3 before. Do you still have the red X? Okay, thank goodness.
I'm glad I brought this one.
Sure, sure, sure.
You didn't even think about the honest Smart Summon.
Sure.
Yeah, because I remember there was a discussion. Yeah,
right, I am waiting for it to park itself now.
But yeah, it's funny. It doesn't look like.
You notice after the summon is completed, you get in the car, you will actually say auto park complete.
Okay.
So definitely there in the API.
Zeb's red 3 saw Ruby backing up and temporarily stopped, so that's good. Whoa. All right, I'll just wait. I'll let my fingers off the button. Go for it. Yeah, I have no doubt your car has been really driving great in between cars. I'm gonna try to get her to come through there, Zeb.
Okay. She's running.
Yeah, I have the Model X suspension. Come on, Ruby, it's fine, sweetheart. Don't rub my wheel. Don't rub Donnie's wheels. Is it your birthday?
No.
It is? Yeah. How old are you today? Are you
Yeah,
6? We're 6 today, Dad? Wow. Well, you have the coolest birthday cake ever.
Yeah, we got it from Publix Bakery.
Yeah.
Your birthday today too?
And it's my birthday. I heard. That's awesome. Happy birthday to you too.
Tyson, the guy that was visiting the detailer, yeah.
Okay. Well, what better way to celebrate your birthday than at a Tesla meetup with a Tesla cake?
You could have another one.
Deb just happened to have some cones in his car, and so they have set up an obstacle course over here.
No, I got an S. I have a 2015.
We promise no cones will be hurt in the filming of this video. It's having to make pretty good sharp turns here.
So they still make clear ones? No, no. So they stop and they just make a black and white one? Yeah. So they had this in tan. But
Yeah, it does more backing up than is necessary frequently. But it gets through safely, and that's what matters. Okay, here is our next obstacle course contestant.
This is awesome. We need to have smart swimming right here.
this one took it different.
Yeah. Yeah, his is different. Let's see if she goes.
Well, yours didn't feel the need to back up.
Yeah.
Wow. Perfect. We'll hold the one up on the hill then. Oh, not.
Won't go backwards because of the rack. I think I can't go backwards.
Oh, because of the bike rack. Yeah, well, that would kind of make sense if you're in any way impeding the back sensors or cameras. Not happy, huh?
Yeah, when you back up, she beeps at you the whole
Well,
time.
that makes sense. If you're walking forward, you can walk as fast as a car. I tell you, going backwards though. All right, I'm gonna move enough so that the car doesn't think I'm in the way.
Right. Stand by this pole.
Right, I think it went way wide because it was trying to avoid the white car that's parked there. The other car didn't have to deal with that. Some of the cars are definitely more cautious than the other cars. Well, if you had started cutting to the left sooner, you would have not had to do all of that. Just cut hard left. Come on, cut left. Johnny can go through this obstacle course better. I didn't say that. But it made it. I mean, I want to see it being careful and not reckless. So if it has to think about it for a while and back up and then go forward again, I'm good with that. We're gonna give Ruby a second chance. My camera battery died and she didn't hit any cones, but it was not a graceful course maneuver. So, I mean, I don't know, I didn't count. I was too busy, here, I keep my finger on it. I was too busy watching what she was doing. This direction, it almost looked, oh, Ruby, where are you going, sweetheart?
Ruby's a big girl.
Right, Ruby's bigger than the Model 3, so I'm not surprised that it takes her a little more work.
Is she on the lowest suspension set?
No, she's just on low. She's not on very low.
Is that where you left her, or is that where?
That's where I drive her. Oh, go, Ruby, go. You got it, girl. You got it. Keep going, keep going. Oh, you had it, Ruby. You could have done it. Yeah, being safe is important.
Look at the seamless gear changes they do.
All right, well, she went through it without hitting any cones and came to me. I'm just letting her finish up. This is what she does at the end. She tries to get close to you and summon complete, she says. All right, here's another try. She likes to straighten out in the beginning. You got it, Ruby. Don't back up. Don't stop. You got it, girl. You got it. Oh, come on, Ruby. You got this, girl. Think about what to do. You got this. If you'd have just kept coming, but safe and accurate is the most important thing, so. So Ruby just came down the hill and this couple wanted to see her do it closer. They asked me, was she driving herself? And I said, sure, I'll make her do it again. So this is called Smart Summon. It's a new, relatively new, few-week-old driving feature on Teslas. And yeah, I used my phone to tell her to come to me.
Wow.
So let's see what she does. Gonna go back over here to the Tesla app. Wait for the come to me button to pop up. Pressing the come to me button. She ought to flash us her lights.
Hello. We're taking off. We just wanted to say
Oh, okay.
It
was
fun.
great to see you today.
Fun watching Ruby mess around. So.
Okay, sorry.
No, no worries, no worries.
I'm sure. Thank you for bringing the cookies.
See you guys.
Using your new cookie cutter.
Have fun at the wedding.
Yep. All right, Ruby, come on. This is promising now. She's lit up. It's like her connection with my phone, and that could be a phone thing and not a Tesla thing, is not great the very first time.
Go, Ruby, go.
Tesla. Her name is Ruby.
It's a Model X.
Model X.
Some of the cars here you've seen today are Model 3s, but this is a Model X. I haven't seen an S move through the obstacle course. See, I think she could have cut through there, don't you think so too? But at least she's safe. Better safe than sorry. She hasn't hit any cones today. So I think it would be fair to say, you know, this nice couple away from Ruby doing her demo asked if I would do it again so they could film it, and I said sure. But you know, it's good. You don't want to get too close to the car. That will mess the car up. Folks, don't do stupid stuff like get out in front of the car and see if it'll hit you or not. That's not fun. Parking lots that aren't too busy, where you can very clearly see the car. You know, that's a perfectly safe place to do it. So just use some common sense and have fun with the feature. Help make it better by using it.
Can we see the inside of it?
Absolutely. She's 2 years old and she's got over 64,000 miles on her now. And look how good she still looks, even those white seats.
What's the price on them?
You'd have to go to Tesla.com because it fluctuates a little up and down, but I think, I'm going to say, like starts around 90.
Okay.
For this one, 0 to 60 is 4.7 seconds for this one, but the new Model X, the Raven Model X, I think is a little faster. And this is not the performance model.
Okay.
So it's really fast though. And then the Model 3, like that blue one down here on the end, they start at around 40. And are just as fast and have the same cool Smart Summon feature, just not the Falcon Wing doors. All right, here's one more brave Model 3. I predict going through the obstacles with like no problem. It's going pretty fast there. How fast did it say in the app?
I wasn't looking.
The fastest I've seen Ruby is like at 5.4 miles an hour.
Okay, that's good. Keep going.
Right, that's why I tried to tell Ruby you've got it. I could see clearly that she could have just kept on going. Yet she insisted on backing up. Well, I call that a complete success. So what is it, Donnie?
It's a Fisker Karma. This car is a range extended EV or hybrid. It has a solar roof that does basic.
Oh wow, it does have a solar roof. Let me see if I can zoom in where you can maybe see it a little bit.
The designer of this, Tesla hired the guy, Fisker or whoever designed this car. Tesla hired him to do the Model S, but he left and went to Fisker and took the design, all the design work with him. There was a little
Well, you can see a little Model S in the back of that car. You can.
Yeah, and then that's what causes friends to be hired, was the fallout between that designer and Elon.
Wow.
Sunscreen.
So we're here at the cotton room, and we're following, we're going where we're supposed to go, and we're following a sign for EV charger. See it over there on the right of the picture? This is an old textile mill, and it's been converted now into, amongst other things, event space. There's another sign, see? EV charger. Wow. impressed with downtown Durham here. I'm looking for where it is. I'm sure they've given us that many signs, there's probably gonna be another sign.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to find it now.
We're gonna have
come
to
this far.
find it. Over here on the left, there's a big opening way. That's where we're actually picking up the couple.
Yeah, I see it. We're gonna go. That's right where we're gonna be.
Wow. This is a bonus to our trip today. There it is.
Oh.
City of Durham electric vehicle parking. I still have... Dawn's taking just a minute to detail Ruby. We're parked here in the preferred parking for low emission and fuel efficient vehicles, but really that's because we're picking up the bride and groom about 40 feet away from this spot. So they should be out any minute.
Getting out of the car, but that's okay.
I know.
They must be close now. Doors are open. Everybody has flowers. Oh, Dottie got a hug from the bride. Look at that smile. So we have seen in the past some unexpected braking here, going either under the overpass or under the interstate metal sign, the big sign across the highway. So we just are going to see today if she does any phantom braking on this latest version 10 level. It's our first time through here.
There it is.
Yep, she braked. But we tried this with the loaner Tesla and it braked too.
Yeah.
We feel it may be a speed limit with the road underneath the turnpike that is causing that there, and not a shadow situation. We're not 100% sure, but I think that's what's going on.
Right. The road that we just went under or over
It's 55 probably.
55 or 65, but this one's 70, so it slows down.
So she starts to slow, and then when she realizes, oh, I'm not really on that road, I'm on the toll road, she goes back up to speed right away. Well, we had a really good time at the meetup, and we certainly enjoyed driving the couple from their reception actually to the hotel where they're spending the night. It was a good day all around. I was really impressed with Zeb's Model 3, and you know how that little red Model 3 just zipped around the parking lot over there in between cars, stopping, backing up, turning around. I mean, it like did everything. I had a little more trouble with Ruby. She was saying there was smart summon failed the first time every time I tried to invoke it, and then it would work the second time. So it probably would be worth me mailing Tesla service and just asking them, you know, about that. But like I said on the video earlier, that could have been more an issue with the phone than it is with something Tesla's doing or the car. So I tried to drop a pin one time today because that's mostly what Zeb was using, and I found it too complicated in that parking lot to try to figure out which way to send her. So I stuck with the come to me function because I'm more comfortable with it, and that's what you should do, right? I would highly suggest any Tesla owners that haven't practiced it yet to go to a mostly empty parking lot and maybe with a Tesla buddy and try it out a few times under those conditions. I mean, Zeb's car was behaving so well, I think I would have gone to Target or Walmart and had it come up and get me at the front of the store and not worried about it and just kept an eye on it. I would still am not comfortable enough with Ruby to do that. So I'll keep practicing, you know, especially when we get new updates. But, you know, I'm just not quite there yet with Ruby.
Right.
And I was going to get Don to try it for the first time, but he was trying to stay, cool in his long sleeve shirt, which was pretty hard today since it was up in the high 80s.
Yes.